Start the new chapter, Colonisms and the Countrysides. So what is colonisms? It is a practice by which a powerful country control another country. So it's a strategy of asserting control in a given region for the purpose of exploiting it economically. So in this chapter you will see what rules meant to those who lived in the countryside. So you will meet the Jamidars of Bengal. Okay, then you will see that they travel to Rajmahal hills where the Pahadis and the Santal lived, and then we move to the west to the Deccan. So you will look at the way the English East India Company established its Raj rules over countryside. They implemented their revenue policies, okay, what this meant for different sections of people and how they changed everyday life. And we will see the law introduced by the state or by the government have consequences for people. तो आप कुछ हद तक ये निर्धारित करते हैं कि उन कानूनों के परिणाम स्वरूप कौन पहले से अधिक धनवान बनता है या कौन गरीब, किसके नई ज़मीन मिलती है, कौन उस ज़मीन को अपनी ज़मीन को खो बैठेगा, ठीक है, जिस पर उसका गुजर बसर हो रहा है। किसानों को जब पैसे की ज़रूरत पड़े तो वह किसके पास जाते हैं। आप यह देखेंगे कि लोग कानूनों का पालन करने के लिए मजबूर होते हुए भी वो कानून का विरोध करने से भी नहीं हिचकते, जिसे वो अन्यायपूर्ण मानते हैं। ठीक है, तो आप देखते हैं ऐसा करते समय लोग यह भी स्पष्ट करने का प्रयत्न करते हैं कि कानून किस प्रकार लागू किया जाए और इस प्रकार के जो उसके परिणाम है उसमें किस तरह के बदलाव कर सकते हैं। ओके, तो ये वो कानून है जो क्या किसके द्वारा, स्टेट के द्वारा इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया, जिसका हम परिणाम लोगों में क्या देखते हैं। ठीक है, हमें ये देखने को मिलता है। सो यू विल ऑल्सो कम टू नो अबाउट द सोर्सेज ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशंस, ओके, that tell us about the histories and the problem historians face in interpreting them. So you will read about the revenue records, the survey, the journal, the account left by the surveyors and the travelers, and the report produced by the inquiry commission. So here's the first topic is the Bengal and the Jamidar. So you know the first colonial rule was established in Bengal. So if we talk about the it is here in Bengal the earliest attempts was made to reorder the rural society, यानी गांव को फिर से पुनर्व्यवस्थित करना, a new law of land right, okay, and then a new revenue systems. So let us see what happened in Bengal in the early years of company rule. So you can see there was an auction in Burdwan, okay, and then the problem of unpaid revenue, and then you will come to know why the Jamidar defaulted or failed on a payment of the revenue, the rise of the Jotdar, the Jamidar resist, and the fifth report. So this we will cover in this topic, Bengal and the Jamidar. So if we talk about an auction in Burdwan is the present Bardhaman. So in 1797 you will see there was an auction in Burdwan. It was a big public event in which a number of mahal or estate were being sold by the Jamidar Raja of Burdwan. So what were the reason for these mahals were being sold? So you will see that the permanent settlement had come into operation in 1793. So now the East India Company had fixed the revenue that each Jamidar had to pay. The estate of those who failed to pay were auctioned to recover the revenue. So here you can see recover the revenue, and then since the Raja had to pay huge dues, his estate has been put up for auction. So you will see that numerous purchasers came to the auction and the estate was sold to the highest bidder, but the collectors soon discovered a strange twist to the tale. Many of the purchasers turned out to be servants and agents of the Raja who had bought the lands on behalf of their master. So over 95% okay, of the sale at the auction was fake. So the Raja estate was publicly sold, but the real control was of Jamidar. So why had the Raja failed to pay the revenue? Who was the purchaser at the auction? What does the story tell us about what was happening in the rural area of eastern India, Bengal at that time? So here comes the problems of unpaid revenue. So what were the problems of this unpaid revenue or the revenue were not paid? So we will see the estate of Bardwan Raj were not only the ones sold during the closing year of the 18th century. Over 75% of the Jamidari changed hand after the permanent settlement. So why did the British they introduce the permanent settlement? Okay, here comes the questions. That British official hoped to resolve the problems they had been facing since the conquest of Bengal in the year 1764. The conquest of Bengal. Okay, here you can see the conquest of Bengal in in the Battle of Buxar, where they defeat Mir Qasim of Bengal, Sujaudola of Awadh, and Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II. The British victory at Buxar resulted a large area of the Indian continent came under British control. So by the 1770, the rural economy of Bengal was in crisis. Okay, with you can see recurrent famines, okay, and declining agricultural output. तो आप देखते हैं 1770 के दशक तक आते आते बंगाल की जो ग्रामीण अर्थव्यवस्था थी वो संकट के दौर से गुजरने लगी, क्योंकि वहाँ पे बार बार क्या पड़ रहा था, अकाल पड़ रहा था, और खेती की पैदावार क्या हो रही थी, घटती जा रही थी। ब्रिटिश अधिकारी सोचने लगे कि अगर हम खेती में निवेश करते हैं या इन्वेस्टमेंट किया जाए तो हमारा जो व्यापार है, ट्रेड भी बढ़ेगा, प्रोडक्शन भी बढ़ेगा और टैक्सेशन भी बढ़ेगा।